Good morning, YouTube. What is going on, everybody? All right. Well, we carrying on from yesterday's video. I have finally got the trailer out of here, and now I'm going to Waco to get me a load. He did send me a load. Yep. And yeah, if you're carrying on from yesterday, it's been 4 hours now, and this is all I'm getting out of my Spotify phone. 4 hours it's been stuck on that screen. I don't know what else to do. I guess I need to go to a phone repair from what Google is saying. There's something wrong with the software. I got to go to a phone repair for them to update the software or something, because I've done tried everything else. I've done tried to go back to factory mode and everything, and it ain't doing nothing. So yeah, and finding a phone repair in this truck is not likely going to happen. So yeah, I'm going to have to download my shit on a different device. It is what it is. But anyhow, now we headed back to Waco. Got to go up here and do a U-turn and then head back north. Yep. I'll get back with y'all here in a few minutes. Alright, folks. Right here is going to be our exit. Yep. It's going to be our exit. 328. You go down here to the red light, make a left on Sun Valley Drive. And take that back over to the yard where we'll do our drop and hook, and we're going to head north. Here's all the fog. I was listening to the Weather Channel earlier, and they was talking about all the fog. But I didn't see none earlier, but it's coming in now. Yep. Anywho, we'll go over here and get our load and come back to the P-lot here to pilot. Weigh the wagon. Get some fuel and then head out. Yep. It looks like this snow and ice and everything is going to be all the way across. My whole route is going to be covered in snow and ice. What, Friday and Saturday is what I'm gathering. So that's just great. Yeah, buddy. Anywho, alright. Well, I'll get back with y'all. Alright, folks. Yeah, we're a mile and a half away now. Yep. Been a long morning so far. 4.5 hours. Oh, let's see. A little more than that. Anyhow, ain't got hooked to a load yet. But that's okay. We ain't far from one now. Yep. Get this load and get back on the road. Hopefully find a Verizon or, a mobile repair, cell phone repair, something that I can get to had a computer, which I might go to Walmart and just buy me a damn laptop, a cheap laptop. I need one anyways. And then try to fix my damn thing. I don't know if I can do that, but I know I need a laptop for doing this right here for YouTube, to get into the YouTube Studio desktop site. Yeah. Anywho. Yep, right here, Mars Drive. Make this left, cross the tracks, make another left, and we're back on the yard. We were just here a couple hours ago. It was dark when we was here earlier. Yep. But it ain't anymore. We had to wait on that place to open down there in Temple. We sat there for an hour waiting on them to open. Anywho. Man, somebody different at the gate. I was hoping the same guy would be here, because he knew what was going on and where I was going. Now somebody different here. Oh well. It is what it is. Alright. Well, I'll get back with y'all when I get out of here. Alright folks. We got our load. It is light. I don't even know if I'm gonna scale it. It's only 40,000, so I might scale it just to make sure I got the axles right, but I think that's just a waste of $13 if you ask me. I probably ain't gonna, I ain't gonna scale it. I might later on up the road if I feel like I need to. But for now, I'm just gonna go get this fuel and get back on the road and get going. And all this snow and ice is supposed to be from Atlanta. I was just looking at it. Somebody sent me a photo, and it's showing from Atlanta my whole damn route, basically. I-20 is in the path of all this ice and snow. So, yeah. And I got to go there and back before I do a 34. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun 2 days, 3 days. That's fine with me though. I like the excitement of it. Yeah, it might be scary to some people, but it's exciting to me. And something different. Just everyday driving, and it's just everyday driving. That's something different, and it is excitement. I'm so old now, they ain't much excites me no more or other. Yeah. I've been there and done that 2 or 3 times, most. Yeah. Give it some ice and snow, yeah, buddy. Give you a little bit of pucker and get your heart racing. That's what I'm talking about. Anyhow, alright, well, I'll get back with y'all once I leave the fuel stop. Alright, folks, here we go. Yeah, I already got me a truckload of snacks. I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I ain't even made it out of Waco yet, and I started at 4, so 6 hours, and I've been 150 miles. This is ridiculous, but what you gonna do? So anyhow, I got me a seat full of snacks over here. Yeah, got my drink refilled, got me a 6-pack of water. I got everything I need to truck up now without stopping for at least 6 or 7 hours. So let's go do some trucking. Kaboot. Yep. Still ain't got that other device working. Yeah. And I don't know if I will get it working. I don't know. Unless I go to a Walmart and buy a laptop and hook into it, and I don't foresee me doing that. But anyhow, it is what it is. Yeah, we get about 25 miles or so from I-20. Yep. Let's see how far we're going today. I want to make it to Meridian. Let's see. Let's see how far it is. Meridian, Mississippi. Truck stop. Mr. Fuel, go. That's the goal today, anyhow. Yeah. Whether I make it that far or not, I don't know, but that is the goal. Oh boy, 518 miles. It says I'll be there at 6:45 my time. Yeah, I'm going that far. I don't care. And that's without stopping for a break. I got to stop for a break in 2 hours. So yeah, I'll stop for a 30-minute break in 2 hours, and then I'm gonna go on the rest of the way. But anywho, we got 30 miles. Yeah, I said 25. We got 30 miles up here to I-20. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get back. All right, folks. Just got back on the I-20. Yeah, well, and yeah, we're gonna go all the way over to here and just mash the gas and tote some ass. Let's go. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yep. That's too much orange. What? Hey, folks, we are 3 miles. We're about 3 miles from the state line. When I get over here, I want to try something out and see if it helps. I'm going to try something with my new phone seat. Yeah. I'm gonna plug the microphone into my new phone. I think there's where you plug it in. I'm gonna plug I'm gonna see if I can talk through that and y'all hear the YouTube better that way. Because I tried to, when I first got this phone, I tried to use it to do my YouTube, and you couldn't really hear nothing because of the OtterBox that it's in. So I'm gonna try something different. I'm just gonna do a little test. I'm not gonna put it on here. I'm just gonna do a little test and play it and see if it's any louder. But anyhow, I'm gonna stop at the restarium here for that. Yeah, I gotta take a 30-minute break anyway, so that'd be a good place to do it. Yep. And then from there, we go on, it's 300, yeah, about 300 miles, 315 miles to Meridian, where I want to stop at. And right there, welcome to Louisiana, folks. Local time is 12:55 and it is 56 degrees. Yep. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll get back with y'all here in a bit. Hey folks, right up here gonna be the 220 bypass. Yep. Yo, I don't know if I'm going all the way to Meridian. I might stop. I don't know. Well, now it's showing 7:30 getting there. 7:35 to be exact. Yeah, and I don't know if I want to drive that long. I did get up early and done a bunch of bitch work this morning, doing all that running around for free. Well, no, he throws me a little bit. It ain't completely free, but still, I did a lot of running around this morning before I got my load. Now, if I'd have got my load when I got to Waco this morning, I'd probably, yeah, I'd be within an hour from being in Meridian. But it didn't happen that way. So, needless to say, but that's where I need to make it. Now, I need to make it to there in order to be able to make it tomorrow. I gotta go from Meridian to McAllen, or from Meridian, Austell to Cleveland, and back to McAllen in order to get back out here Saturday. Yeah. Either way, I got to do some trucking. Yep. Trucking up. Let's go. Alrighty, here we are, getting back on to I-20. Yeah, come Friday, Saturday, tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, I wouldn't have come into this corner that hot. I'd have been slowed down long before I got to this corner, but yeah, right now we're still good. Yeah. Actually 60 degrees right now. Hard to believe all this is going to be covered in ice tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. But it is. So yeah. It's all good. Yep. Boy, let's go, people. Let's go. think I'm stop at Walmart tomorrow. Yeah, look, they doing the ice prevention over there. They dropping the brine or whatever they call it. You can see the white lines right here in the lane. But it looks like they're only doing the bridges here in this area. They're not doing the whole road, just the bridges. But anyhow, yeah, I'm see about getting an external mic, and then I can start doing YouTube on my other phone. Because when I stopped and tried it, when I was on my break, I tried it with the plugged-in microphone, and it didn't work. So, yeah. I'm either going to do that or just buy a cheap phone I can use to do my put my Spotify on. Yeah. Which they got a cheap smartphone there, like $39 at Walmart. The cheapest one. I don't need no service on it. I got internet that I'll connect to it. And just yeah. Use it that way. But anywho, enough with that. Alright, well, I'll get back with y'all here in a bit. Yeah, folks, I decided to jump off here and go in and get me a Whopper. Yeah. Hungry. They got a Burger King in here, so yeah. So we're gonna go in here and get a double Whopper. Yep. Alrighty. I'll get back with y'all shortly. Alright folks, that's going to be the end of today's video. If y'all made it this far, thanks for watching TTVE, and we'll see you in the morning. Bye for now.